Most cats are basically done growing by the time they are about 1 year old. A Maine Coon is not. At 1 year, your Maine Coon can still have years of growing left to do, slowly stretching into a cat that can end up longer than some small dogs. That sounds like a pet fact you would only hear once and forget. But there is a real reason for it, and it begins in a place cold enough to shape the body of a cat over generations. By the end of this video, you'll know why this works and how to apply it with what you already have. Start with the contrast, because this is what makes the Maine Coon so strange. In most homes, a kitten races through its baby stage. In about 12 months, you are looking at the cat it is going to be. The body fills out, the face settles, and the growth story is mostly over. With a Maine Coon, that timeline stretches far beyond what most cat owners expect. According to the Cat Fanciers Association, Maine Coons continue to grow for up to 4 years. That slow change is why people often look at a 1-year-old Maine Coon and think, this cat is already huge. And yet it is still not finished. What keeps changing is not just body weight. The whole build keeps developing. The frame gets broader, the muscles thicken, the long coat fills in, the ruff around the neck becomes fuller. The tail, already dramatic, becomes even more like a thick winter plume. You are not just watching a kitten become an adult. You are watching an animal assemble its full shape in stages. And that shape is famous for a reason. Maine Coons are known for their large size, their tufted ears, their bushy tails, and their long hair. Adult cats typically weigh between 10 and 25 pounds. The Cat Fanciers Association gives a tighter average range, with adult males generally weighing between 13 and 18 pounds and females between 8 and 12 pounds. Those numbers already place them among the largest domesticated cat breeds. Their size is one reason they are so often called gentle giants. So why would one breed take so much longer than most other cats to mature? The answer is not that humans set out to build a bigger pet. The Maine Coon is one of the oldest natural breeds in North America. Research places its origin in the United States in the 19th century, especially in the state of Maine. That word natural matters. This breed was shaped in a real environment, not simply selected for looks. And Maine is not a gentle place in winter. If you picture the early life of these cats in Maine, the logic starts to come into focus. Cold changes what bodies survive best. A larger body holds heat better than a smaller one. A thick coat matters. A heavy tail matters. Strong bones and muscle matter. In that setting, size is not just impressive. Size helps. That is the hidden reason behind the long growth. A Maine Coon is not racing to adult size in a single fast burst. It is building a large frame, slowly. The bones need time. The muscle needs time. The coat needs time. The body is not growing late because something is wrong. It is growing slowly because that is how this breed reaches the size and structure that helped it in a hard climate. That changes the way you see your own cat. What looks like a very long kitten stage is really a slow construction process. The body is putting together the features the breed is known for, one layer at a time. The broad chest does not appear all at once. The heavy coat does not appear all at once. The powerful, balanced look of a full-grown Maine Coon arrives gradually. Slow maturation is not a delay. It is the design. And when that design is complete, the scale can be startling. A normal cat beside a full-grown Maine Coon often looks less like another version of the same animal and more like a smaller species. Adult Maine Coons can stretch over 3 feet from nose to tail. The most famous example is a Maine Coon named Stewie, who held the Guinness World Record for the longest domestic cat at 48.5 inches long. That is not just a big cat-by-cat standards. That is a body length people usually associate with a dog. This is where the breed's reputation becomes easy to understand. Dr. Julie B. Decker, a feline specialist, described them this way. Maine Coons are like small dogs in a cat's body. They are incredibly loyal and love to be around their people. The comparison sticks because their size makes it feel real. Their long body, big paws, thick tail, and social nature all push them into a category that feels unusual the moment they walk into a room. There is also an old story people love to tell when they try to explain this size. You have probably heard it. The Maine Coon, they say, must have come from a cross between a cat and a raccoon. It is a charming idea. The bushy tail seems to fit. The name seems to fit. The striped look some of them have seems to fit, but it is only a myth. A cat and a raccoon cannot interbreed. The story survives because it feels like an answer to a cat that looks almost too large and too wild to be ordinary. When people see that giant tail and that heavy body, they reach for a legend. The truth is better grounded and, in its own way, more amazing. You do not need a fantasy animal to explain a Maine Coon. You need time, cold weather, and generations of natural development in Maine. That point matters because it challenges a common belief about big pets. People often assume unusual size must come from human breeding alone, as if every extreme body shape began as a planned project. In this case, the mainstream view reflected in breed history is different. The Maine Coon is recognized as a natural breed, with roots traced to the United States in the 19th century, especially Maine. Its body tells the story of place as much as the story of breed. That history also became official over time. The Cat Fanciers Association recognized the Maine Coon in 1953. In 1993, it was named the State Cat of Maine. By 2022, the Cat Fanciers Association ranked it as the third most popular cat breed in the United States. That popularity says something simple. People do not just admire these cats from a distance, they want to live with them. And living with one means experiencing something most cat owners never get. With many cats, kittenhood feels brief. You blink, and it is over. With a Maine Coon, the growing up years stretch on. Your cat changes slowly enough for you to notice it in pieces. The shoulders seem wider than they were a few months ago. The face looks more mature. The fur around the neck grows fuller. The tail looks even heavier. You are not just remembering that your cat used to be small. You are actively watching it become itself over a long span of time. That is where the wonder shifts from simple size to something more personal. A Maine Coon does not just arrive one day as a giant. It becomes one in front of you. Year after year, this cat keeps adding to its final shape. The gentle giant sleeping on your couch spent a long time getting there. And if you have lived with one from kittenhood, you watched every stage of that slow climb. The breed's popularity in the 2020s also means more people are discovering that experience. As of 2024, Maine Coons continue to grow in popularity and appear often in online content. That visibility can make them look almost unreal, like oversized show cats built for the camera. But behind the pictures is the same old story. Long before social media admired them, these cats were being shaped by a cold place that rewarded bulk, coat, and patience. There is one more side to their story worth keeping in view. As Maine Coons have become more popular, breeders and researchers have put more focus on health screenings for hereditary conditions, such as hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, often shortened to HCM. That reminder keeps the breed grounded in reality. These cats are admired for their size and beauty, but responsible breeding has to care about health too. There are also debates around breeding ethics and hybrid Maine Coons with other breeds. Those debates exist because people care deeply about what this breed should remain. Still, the oldest and clearest part of the story is the one written in the cat itself. The long body, the thick coat, the huge tail, the slow maturity. Each piece points back to the same answer. The Maine Coon keeps growing because it comes from a line shaped to become bigger than the average house cat, and becoming that big takes time. So when your Maine Coon seems to be taking forever to finish growing, it is not breaking the rules by accident. It is following the rules that made it what it is. One of the oldest natural breeds in North America, a gentle giant from Maine, a cat whose body still carries the mark of cold winters and long survival. Your Maine Coon is not taking a long time to grow up. It is built to keep growing, and that is exactly why it becomes something no ordinary cat ever will.